Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Big Clue is here. Play ball is the call. I came on a few minutes early to see if anybody wanted to take a look at any of their manager files or any other file before we get to today's games. The plan is that if the first game doesn't go too long, we will play a second game in this final series that everyone has before the All-Star game. Steve Tate comes by, and thank you, Steve. Steve Tate and Big Clue, this is their league. They came up with the idea, and it has been wildly successful for those of you who may be watching this at a later date. And we are finishing up the first half of year one, and we'll be getting to year two sometime, I'm guessing, around the beginning of March would be my guess. And if anybody else wants to join, if you're not currently participating, just get a hold of Steve Tate. I will post his email address on my Facebook page. And if Steve, you can hear me, you might want to post it here in the chat for anybody who may want it. So I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes to see if we get anybody else. And if anybody wants to look at their manager file to make sure everything's been done, please do so. You know, the one thing I didn't do right before coming on is to see if anyone put their manager file on at the last minute. Let me go on and check it right now. Nothing in the manager file that I have not updated already. Well, what's this? Well, I don't know when this one came on, so I am going to do Canada's just to be sure. All right. I'm going to get that back there. Bear with me. I need to get a hold of this. I got so many files here, I don't know where they all are. That's now in the right spot. And there's his updated manager file. Okay, what time is it? It is exactly 6 o'clock Eastern. David Lando stopped by. BBN Sports Replay stops by. Thank you very much. We're about to begin. Let's take a look at the games on today's schedule. We are going to do the 10th, 11th, and 12th. We are going to play Lehigh at Chico's, game number 1 of a doubleheader. We're then going to sim the rest of today, tomorrow, and if time permits, on the 12th, we will do a game between Des Moines and Fred. Well, without any further ado, let's see how Berlin's going to do at Dallas. Dallas defeats Berlin 3-1. Tannehill the winner, 11-6. Guidry the loser, 9-8. Soriano went 2 for 3, hitting his 10th home run of the year. Well, now we're off to play Lehigh at Chico's, the first game of a doubleheader. Derek Lowe facing Button Briggs. As we go over here, Briggs is a right-hander. He has no lineup in there, so that's what we're going to go with. Lowe is a right-hander. No lineup there. We're ready to go. BBN Sports Replay, that's Buckshot's new YouTube channel. I didn't recognize it right away, but thank you for reminding me. Welcome to Tropicana Field for tonight's game between Lehigh and Chico's in game one of a doubleheader. Chico's has won 9 of their last 10, and they're holding their own here in their division. Derek Lowe takes the mound for Lehigh. He's made 17 starts on the year, 5-6 with an ERA of 5.59. His third start against Chico's, he's 0-1 with a 4.40 ERA against them. He'll be opposed by Buttons Briggs for Chico's. He's made 17 starts also on the year, 7-8 with an ERA of 4.56. Sounds like a pretty even matchup to me. It's his fourth start against Lehigh. He's 1-2 with a 2.77 ERA as World's Worst Game as Sean stops by. Chico's catcher I can't pronounce his first name. Navarro is riding a 21-game hitting streak.
Play ball.
Here we go. Batting order for Lehigh today. It'll be Walker in right, batting first. Galen in left, batting second. Cooper at first, batting third. Willie Mays in center field, batting fourth. Madlock at second, batting fifth. Cepeda, the DH. Martin, the catcher, batting seventh. Davenport batting eighth at third. Jose Pagan at shortstop, batting ninth. And, of course, Lowe is the pitcher. In the outfield for Chico's, we have Foster in left, Lindell at center. Griffey Sr. in right, Pete Rose at third, Concepcion at short, Sternweiss at second. Etten at first. Catching is Navarro on his 21-game hitting streak. Briggs is a right-handed pitcher, and he's got the sign, and here's the first pitch of the game. And that looks like it's going to be an out. It's a base hit. It dropped in front of Griffey. He trapped the ball on a short hop, throws it back in, and Walker is on first with a single. Stepping up to the plate, is Augie Galen. He's batting something. He's batting 289, 5 home runs, 40 runs batted in. Walker takes his lead. Here's Briggs's pitch, and there's a base hit in the center field. Walker is going to round second. He is going to hold up as the throw comes into Concepcion. And Lehigh's got a quick start. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Top of the first inning as Cecil Cooper steps to the plate. Batting 271. 4 home runs, 31 RBIs. His trade to the Milwaukee Brewers by the Boston Red Sox in real life was one of the dumber trades the Red Sox have made. Here's Briggs's pitch. Cooper, it's a bounding ball. Etten at first. He's going to go to second. Concepcion's got it. He's going to throw it back to Etten at first. A 3-6-3 double play. That is a rare play, and it is a good one. All of a sudden, instead of 2 runners on and nobody out, there's 1 runner on and 2 outs, although Walker is only 90 feet away. And Why don't I have Willie Mays' picture? We'll fix that. Can't play without Willie Mays' picture. Oh, let's use that one. Now we have Willie Mays' picture, and now that we can see his face, Briggs is going to throw. That is a base hit into left field. Mays knocks in the first run of the game. Willie Mays is, and someone is injured. Who is it? It is Willie Mays. I get his picture, and he's out of the game. We'll have to find out for how long, but for right now, he appears to be on first base. Let's see what happens when I click this button. As Bill Madlock steps in, I don't have to replace him quite yet. Throw over. And there it is. Matt Kemp replaces him at first base. The game is a little slow replacing the name, but Matt Kemp was most likely at first base all along. Briggs checks Kemp, and he's a big threat to steal. Here's the pitch. There he goes. Navarro's throw. He is safe. That's Kemp's sixth stolen base of the year. He's played in 27 games. In scoring position, Matt Kemp. Briggs throws. There's another base hit in the center field. There's no way Kemp won't score on this as he rounds third. Lindell picks it up, throws it to Concepcion, not even an attempted throw. 2-0 Lehigh, top of the first. Orlando Cepeda, towards the end of his career, he's another player that played for the Red Sox. In this game, he's hitting .242, 10 home runs, 30 runs batted in. There goes the runner. Here's the throw. Madlock steals number 11. And Lehigh is off to the races against Chico's. Runner on second, scoring position, 2 outs. Briggs throws. And there's a pop-up in the infield. Concepcion puts it away. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Lehigh 2. Bailbon's coming to bat. In center field, I'm assuming we want to put Kemp, who ran for Mays. Is that correct? I'll wait a minute and see if that's the case. Slash Deep Gaming comes in as I await the manager's call. I'll wait another few seconds, and if I don't see anything, we will put Matt Kemp in the center field. He's a range of a 7, arm, and 8. I guess that I can make that decision all by myself. Okay, Kemp's in center field. Batting order for Chico's. Sternweiss at second. Batting first, Griffey and Wright batting second. Navarro catching on that 21-game hitting streak, batting third. Guerrero, the DH. Hitting cleanup, Etten batting fifth at first. Rose batting sixth at third. Lindell batting seventh in center. Foster in left batting eighth. Concepcion at short batting ninth. Outfield, Galen, the aforementioned Kemp. Walker in right. Davenport, Pagan, Madlock, Cooper, Martin, Derek Lowe, talking about ex-Red Sox players. I keep mentioning the Red Sox because I know more about them than any other team in baseball. Derek Lowe is about to pitch to Sternweiss, and here we go. Fly ball in the center field. Kemp coming in. Puts it away for the first out. Lowe will face Griffey, a .266 hitter. 2 home runs, 30 runs batted in, low throws, and there's a line drive into left field, taken on a hop by Galen in left field, and Griffey is on first. Once again, he is a stealing threat. Stepping up, Navarro, 346 average, 3 home runs, 28 RBIs. Griffey with his lead. There he goes. There's a fly ball into deep right field. That ball is going foul, and it's going to be strike one. Navarro steps back in, and Lowe's going to pitch again. Bounding ball. Cooper to Pagan. Back to Cooper. And 2 3-6-3 double plays in the same inning. Speaking of unusual, and now we go to the top of the second, 2-0 Lehigh. Martin steps in, hitting 220, 3 home runs, 31 runs batted in. He hits a ground ball into left field. There's a base hit, and just like the top of the first, the leadoff runner is on first with a single for Lehigh. Davenport hitting 283, a home run, 43 runs batted in. Martin takes his lead once again. He's also a threat to steal at first base, and Briggs knows about it, throws over, gets back in time. Martin now taking a little shorter lead. Briggs throwing to Davenport. There's a bounding ball up the middle, Concepcion to Sternweiss, and that's all they're going to get. Fielder's choice, Davenport reaches first. JG Sports Replays stops by. Thank you very much. For those of you who may not know, you are watching Field of Dreams, a fantasy league developed by Steve Tate and Big Clue, and we are approaching the All-Star break. This is the last series of games we'll play before the All-Star break. There's the 10th, 11th, and 12th. Then we're off for 4 days. Briggs looks at Davenport, throws to Pagan. Pagan hits a line drive. Sternweiss picks it up, throws back to first. That looked like a double play to me, and that's the end of the inning. There's a lot of good plays here early in this game as we go to the bottom of the second. Lehigh leads 2-0. Guerrero leads off, followed by Etten and Rose. Chico's has won 9 out of 10 games. They have fallen behind early, but still a long way to go. Guerrero has now cut the lead to 2-1 as that ball is got to be a home run. There it is. No, it's a double. That ball hit the wall, and it was off the camera. We didn't see it. It sure looked like it was going to be a home run, but it just must have missed. And it hit off the wall. Guerrero on second with his 15th double. Etten stepping in, hitting 319, 8 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Derek Lowe throws. Base hit to center. Guerrero should score on this one. He is going to hold up. He does not go with nobody out. He played it safe. Derek Lowe appears not to have anything today. And since he played for the Red Sox, I saw him do this plenty of times. He's had some good games. Matter of fact, in 2004, he won all the clinching games of the Division Series, the Championship Series, and the World Series. That is a very big feat. But he's not pitching well today. Here it goes to Rose. Rose slams that one in the right field. It's all the way to the wall. Guerrero scores. Etten is going to move pretty soon here, I'm sure. As Rose goes to second, will Etten try to score? He holds at third. Rose has his 10th double of the season. Chico's in business has cut the lead to 2-1. And they have runners on second and third. Nobody out. I glance down. I don't see any pink gloves. Here's the pitch. And there goes it. Ball, and that one is going to be out of here. That one wasn't going to hit the wall. Everybody's going to score. It is now 4-2. The 18th home run for Lindell. Lindell now batting .296 on the season, 18 home runs, 56 runs batted in, and all of a sudden, Chico's takes a 4-2 lead. Well, let's see if the computer's leaving them in. What do you say? He allows all those runs and strikes out one of the most dangerous hitters on the team as Davy Concepcion steps to the plate. Mike Silva checks in. Thank you for stopping by, Mike. Lowe now has the first out of the inning, pitches to Davy Concepcion. He strikes out 2 in a row. Maybe that home run woke him up. We don't know. Stuffy Sternweiss now is up for Chico's. He led off in the first inning. He flied to shallow center. Sternweiss is a very fast runner. And he's going to fly deeper to center field. This time as Kemp backs up, puts it away right in front of the warning track. We go to the top of the third, 4-2 Chico's. Walker steps in here in the top of the third. He's going to be followed by Galen and Cooper. Briggs has a lead for the first time today. Here's the pitch. There's a base hit in the right field. Dixie Walker's on again. Walker is a threat to steal big time as Augie Galen steps in hitting .291. He lined a single up the middle. Walker went to second in the first inning. Let's see what happens here in the third. Throw over to keep Walker close. He's going to be a little closer, but he's still a threat to steal. Here's the pitch. Ground ball in the left field. Base hit. Walker goes to second. He holds. That was a poor play by Pete Rose, his 19th of the season. Walker goes to second, and just like the first inning, nobody out, 2 on. Walker at second, Rose at first for Cecil Cooper hitting .270, 4 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Mays is hurt, Steve. We don't know how long, but he went out right after his base hit. Briggs throws to Cooper. We're not sure if that was a bunt or a dribble. Walker's going to be out at third from Briggs. There's still going to be runners on first and second. Cooper bunted. Only in this game would they have the number 3 hitter bunt to try to get those runners over. That isn't what they do today in baseball, but it was what they did in the olden days. Here's Briggs's pitch. Concepcion coming in on a slow ground to third. Throws to first. He's out. That advances the runners to second and third. However, there's 2 outs. Here we go. Stepping up to the plate, Bill Madlock. Bill is a .311 hitter, 10 home runs, 39 runs batted in. He's having a good year. If anybody can get these guys home, it's Madlock. Briggs gets the sign, throws, and there's another slow roller to Concepcion at short. It's going to be close play at first, but Madlock's going to beat it out, right? He's safe at first. The runner's going to score, and it's now 4-3. Madlock really turned on the Jets to beat that one out. Concepcion's a fine fielder with a good arm. Stepping to the plate, Orlando Cepeda. Not in this season, but he is a former MVP in the National League. 10 home runs, 30 runs batted in our league. Briggs checks the runners. Here's the pitch to Cepeda. Cepeda lines it into center field. Another run's going to score. Will Madlock go to third? Let's find out. Here's the throw. Not even close. The throw is cut off by Concepcion. And there's runners on first and third. This game is tied. We have all the makings after 9 hits in less than 3 innings for Lehigh of being a high-scoring game. Briggs talking to himself on the mound, trying to give himself a little pep talk as Russell Martin steps up to the plate, hitting .222 with 3 home runs, 31 runs batted in. And there is a base hit in the left field. That's going to score the 5th run of the game. Cepeda goes to third. And all of a sudden, Lehigh has a 5-4 lead. Unbelievable game. This is going to, I don't know if this game's going to allow me to play the second one. This game may never end. There's 15 hits in less than 2.5 innings. Briggs to face Davenport hitting .282 in the season. Runners on first and third. As a pop-up to the infield, there's 2 outs, so if Sternweiss can put this away, this inning is over. It's going to come down today. He does put it away. We go to the bottom of the third. 5-4 Lehigh. Derek Lowe on the mound. I don't know if he's on a short leash or not, but he is now going to pitch to Griffey, Navarro, and Guerrero. Lowe gets the signal. Looping ball into left field. It will drop in front of Galen for the hit. Griffey's on first. As I glance down on the chat, I'm going to wait a minute before I throw another pitch to see if we're going to keep Derek Lowe on the mound or not. Let him go. Here we go. Lowe, 51 pitches. Most of them have been hit. Navarro stepping in. Navarro on a 21-game hitting streak, grounded to first into a 3-6-3 double play his first time up. Throw over to first, keeping Griffey close. Lowe is a sinker ball, ground ball pitcher. Let's see if he induces another one. There's a ground ball right back. It's off the pitcher in the right field, it looks like. I'm going to have to read. Navarro grounds a base hit to the mound off the foot of Lowe. Griffey to second and holds. Well, we've had a little bit of everything in this game. First, Lehigh takes the lead. Then Chico's takes the lead. Then Lehigh takes the lead back. And now in the bottom of the third, 2 runners on, nobody out for Vladimir Guerrero, .252 hitter, 11 home runs, 43 runs batted in. Lowe checks on the runners, throws. He struck him out, gets the first out of the inning. Nick Etten steps in. Now the double play is in order. .324 hitter for Etten. 8 home runs, 27 RBIs. And he singled up the middle. Guerrero went to third in the first inning. Here's the pitch. There's another base hit in the right field. Griffey will probably score. He's not going to score. He's going to hold. That ball was hit hard, and they respected Walker's arm in right field. The score is not tied. Lehigh holds on to a 5-4 lead. However, 1 out, the bases are loaded. Here we go. Pete Rose up. Pete Rose hitting .245, 2 home runs, 40 RBIs. Don't let the .245 fool you. Pete Rose has more hits in Major League Baseball than anyone who's ever played the game. Here's Lowe's pitch. And there's another base hit for Pete Rose as he hits it into left field, into the hole. Runners move up 90 feet. Game is all tied. Bases loaded. Johnny Lindell up. We know what he did his last time up. He had a 3-run homer right, and Chico's took a 4-2 lead. The game is tied. 19 hits in the game through 2 1/3 innings. Hard to believe. Allow Hiroki Kuroda to pitch. Now I will wait for a response. The answer is yes. Hiroki Kuroda, number 18, one of the Japanese lucky numbers. 10 games this year, 24 innings pitched, allowed 30 hits, a 3.000 ERA, and an 0-1 record. He will come in a tough spot, bases loaded. Navarro on third, Etten on second, Rose on first, Lindell at the plate. Here we go. And there is a base hit into right field. That's going all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Let's see what Pete Rose is going to do. Pete Rose is going to score. And the seesaw battle in this game continues as Lindell goes to third. Here's the throw. He slides. He is safe at third with his 6th triple of the year. Well, can't do better than hitting a 3-run homer and hitting a triple with 3 guys on. He's got 6 RBIs in this game. Chico's now leads 8-5. George Foster, 258, 14 home runs, 48 RBIs. He's going to hit a base hit. There is going to be run number 9, hit number 21 for both teams. Foster now on first. About the only good thing about this is Foster is not a threat to steal, with Dave Concepcion stepping in, batting .212. He struck out his first time up, and if Lehigh can use anything, it would be a strikeout here. But this is going to be a foul ball. Let's see if it's going to be caught. It is not. We get to do this all over again. He hits him. And the Boo Birds are out today. I don't know why. It's the home team. Kuroda to pitch to Sternweiss, the top of the order. Sternweiss, a 268 hitter. What's he done today? He's flied to shallow center, flied to deep center. Here's the pitch. He's now going to hit a fly ball deep in the left center field. Back goes Galen. He puts it away. And finally, there's 2 outs in this inning, with Ken Griffey Sr. stepping in. He lined a single in the first, and the third he singled between third and short. Here's Kuroda's pitch. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to make its way into center field. George Foster's going to round third. He's going to come home. Here's the throw. He is safe. The score is now 10-5. Hit number 3 today for Ken Griffey Sr. Navarro stepping up to the plate, grounded a first, and he grounded a single in the third. That extended his hitting streak. Runners on first and second. Glance down at the chat. Nobody's flashing anything at me. Here's the pitch. He struck him out, and mercifully, this inning is over at the end of 3. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Chico's. Lehigh, 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. I can't believe there's any men left on base, but there's 5 have been left on base by both teams. If they keep this pace up, the final score will be 30-15. We go to the top of the fourth. Briggs to face Pagan, top of the order Walker, and Galen. Here's his pitch. Ground ball to Conception, backhands it over to first for the out. 1 up and 1 down. I can't believe I'm saying it. Is Dixie Walker steps up. He lined a single to right in the first. In the third, he singled to right center. Briggs's pitch, fly ball to left. Foster backing up. He's backing up. He is going to get that ball off the wall. Walker with his third hit of the day. Will he go to third? Here's the throw. He is safe. It is triple number 7. And his 260 average for the game, 260 average for the computer game is going to be going up. Walker on third, stepping to the plate. Augie Galen. Galen hitting 294 today. He's lined a single. Up the middle, he grounded a single between third and short. He's 2 for 2. Briggs is fooling nobody. Fly to center. Lindell backing up. Puts it away for the out. That should score the run. And what's an inning without a run? 10-6. Chico's. MV is here. Good evening, MV. I see that you woke up in the middle of the night to watch this game. Here we go. Cecil Cooper up, runner, nobody on. Hey, I don't usually see that. Well, maybe Briggs will just throw the pitch. Fly ball in the right field. Griffey moving over. Puts it away to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 10-6 Chico's. Mike Silva does not like the speed of my chalkboard. However, it allows me time to call the game, so this is the speed I use. Here we go. Vladimir Guerrero, the number 4 hitter for Chico's, followed by Etnan Rose. Kuroda's pitch, base hit in the left field. Guerrero on first. Guerrero today is 2 for 3. Etten stepping to the plate. Guerrero on first, a threat to steal. Here's the pitch. Kemp backing up. He's got it on the warning track, and Guerrero has to get back to first. 1 down, runner on first. Every now and then I hit this quick pitch thing by mistake. That's what I just did. However, every once in a while they quick pitch in Major League Baseball. Pete Rose, 247, 2 home runs, 41 runs batted in, but he knocked in a couple of runs his last time up, and he's also 2 for 2 on the day. There's a fly ball in the right field. That's going to drop. He's now 3 for 3. Rose on first. They credit a poor play to Cecil Cooper at first base. That's Rose's 3rd hit of the day, as I mentioned. Lindell, well, we know what he's done, but I'll remind you, he hit a 3-run homer in the second, and they lined a triple down the first baseline to score a couple of runs. His last time up, he's got 2 runners on, and he's going to get another hit. Guerrero, is he going to round third? Let's find out. He is. He's going to score. The throw comes in, and he's had 7 RBIs today. That's quite a game for Johnny Lindell. Hirsch Martin stepping in, the left fielder. He's only been up 14 times, but in those 14 times, he's collected 8 hits. He's batting .571. Now that's hit number 9. I don't know. I think I'd leave him in the lineup. Rose scores 12-6, right on cue. Runner goes to third. Runners on first and third, one away for Dave Concepcion. Concepcion, the shortstop, struck out and was hit by a pitch. Is Kuroda's pitch. And they want to know if Juan Marichal wants to come in. I believe he said, let the computer do its thing. And so we're going to do that. Juan Marichal into pitch at Concepcion. Runners on first and third. There goes Martin the second. He is safe, his first stolen base of the year. In the sim, Hirsch Martin, as you can see, is batting .600. I might leave him in, like I said. Marshall pitches to Concepcion. He walks him. Bases loaded. 18 runs, 27 hits. We're not even through the fourth inning. This game has one. This broadcast has one game written all over it. Here's the pitch. Sternweiss hits a fly ball into left field. That's going to stay in the ballpark. Galen puts it away for the out. The runner should score, and he does. It's now 13-6. Runners on first and second. Drew Griffey's stepping in. He's 3 for 3. He's raised his average to 275. Juan Marichal with the high leg kick. Here we go. Struck him out. The inning is over. We go to the top of the fifth, 13-6. Chicos. These teams are two evenly matched teams. Hard to believe the score is what it is, but that's what it is. Stepping up to the plate, Kemp, followed by Madlock and Cepeda. Kemp batting .282. Let's see what he's done today. He's grounded to short and to second. Scott Kashmir. The computer wants to insert it for Briggs. I'll wait for a moment and see what Buckshot has to say about that. The answer would be yes. Scott Kashmir is now pitching for Chicos. On the season, he's appeared in 10 games, 24 innings, allowed 24 hits. 5.18 ERA, but a 3.0 record, so some mixed results for Scott. Here's the pitch to Kemp. Struck him out, catcher dropped the ball, throws to first for the out. Strikeout for Kashmir, assist for Navarro, put out for Etten. Kashmir now to face Madlock, 314. Hitter on the season, he singled twice today. And it looks like it may drop for number 3, and it does. Lindell picks it up on a hop. Madlock reaches first. It is hit number 3 today, as Action PC Baseball tells us. Here we go. Kashmir holds the runner at first. Orlando Cepeda hitting .245. Cepeda popped to short, line to single. Here's Kashmir's pitch. Struck him out. He's faced 3 batters, struck out 2 of them. He's now to face Russell Martin, the catcher. A .225 hitter, not as formidable as the last 2 batters. However, Martin has got 2 hits today, so of course doesn't everybody? He walks them. Well, we haven't seen too many of those. Davenport hitting 291 steps to the plate, or 281. My eyes are too bad to tell the difference. He's grounded to short, popped to second, one of the few guys without a hits today. Here's Kashmir's pitch. Now he's got one. Madlock should score easily here in a second. Throw comes into the shortstop. It's now 13-7. There's been only 20 runs, and the game's not even half over. Jose Pagan walks to the plate. Pagan hitting 183. Is it possible he could end the inning? What's he done today? He's made 2 outs. That's a rarity in the game. Here's Kashmir's pitch. This is going to be a ground ball to Concepcion. Makes a great play. Flips it to Sternweiss for the out. We go to the bottom half of the fifth. Great play number 25 for Dave Concepcion. At halfway through, it's only 13-7 and only 29 hits. Here we go. Bottom of the inning. Navarro, Guerrero, and Ettendu up. Navarro hitting a 3-6-3 double play, singled and struck out. Juan Marichal on the mound. Fly ball into center field. Kemp backing up. Puts it away. It was a routine fly ball. Stepping to the plate. Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero hitting 254. Doubled, struck out, and then lined a single. Here's the pitch. Little dribble at a second. Madlock in for it. Throws it to Cooper. 2 up, 2 down. I haven't said that very much today. Etten coming to bat. Etten, the first baseman, hitting 327. He lined a single in the second, lined a single in the third, and up for the third consecutive inning. Fly deep to center field. Now he's up for the fourth consecutive inning. Here's the pitch by Marichal. He's a base hit into center field. The hit parade continues. Hit number 17 for Chico's. Poor play or not, Nick Etten has hit number 3 on the day. Juan Marichal to face Pete Rose. Pete Rose 3 for 3. Not much you can say about Pete. Let's see what he can do. He's going to ground it back to the mound. Marichal's going to boot it, but he's going to throw to first. He's going to be out. The end of 5, 13-7. Chico's as Marichal bobbled the ball, but he did pick it up and throw to first. Actually didn't bobble it, according to the play-by-play. He kicked it, picked it up, and tossed to first. Okay, top of the 6th inning. Dixie Walker seems like he's up every inning. Let's find out. In the first, he lined a single. In the third, he lined a single. In the fourth, he tripled. And now he's up in the 6th. Kashmir throws. Fly ball in the deep left center field. Martin going back, and he puts it away for the out. 1 down. Kashmir to face Augie Galen, 294 in the season. Lined a single, grounded a single, and fly deep to right field in today's game. Kashmir throws. That one is out of here. Goodbye, home run. The second he hit it, we knew it was gone. Guess what? It is now 13-8. Home run number 6 traveled 339 feet, and Mike Silva would like to know that it went out pretty quick. Stepping up to the plate now, Cecil Cooper, 268 for the season. Grounded to first and bunted to the pitcher, forcing a runner at third, so he didn't get the sacrifice. In the third, he flied to deep right. Kashmir throws. Ground ball in the left field, base hit. Runner now on first. Another poor play by Rose. Looks like Chico's could use a good fielding third baseman. I wonder where he's going to get that. Okay, here we go. Kashmir to face Kemp. Kemp came in, for the injured Willie Mays after Mays singled in the first inning. Kemp grounded to short and struck out today. Runner on first is Cecil Cooper. Not much of a threat to score. Let's go. There's a ground ball to short. Concepcion to Sternweiss for one. That's all they're going to get. Second out of the inning as Kemp hits into a force play. Cashmere now has thrown 42 pitches today. He will face Bill Madlock, who's batting .316. He has 3 hits. Cashmere throws. He struck him out. The inning is over. I can't believe we held Lehigh to only 1 run at end of 5.5. It's 13-8. This game is not even through the 6th inning. It's run 45 minutes. Maybe they'll cooperate and won't be any more scoring, as Juan Marichal has thrown 32 pitches today. Johnny Lindell, 3 hits today, needs no introduction. He's knocked in 7 of the 13 runs. Here's Marichal's pitch. He's going to hit a little dribbler past the mound. Pagan's going to be up with it. He's going to throw to first, but he's not going to get in time. When you're having a day like Lindell, you're having a day. 4 hits, 4 at-bats, a triple, a home run, 7 runs batted in, now batting .304. He's on first. Hirsch Martin stepping to the plate, and Hirsch is only batting .600, 9 hits and 15 at-bats. Let's see if Marichal has any luck with him. The pitch. Well, I guess that's luck. He swings and misses. It said strike 1. That's not the luck I had in mind. Here's the pitch. That's another base hit. No, Pagan makes a great catch. He lined out to shortstop. Well, that's how you got to get him out. Poor Martin now is only got 9 hits and 17 at-bats. Lindell holds first, 1 away. Dave Concepcion up. The shortstop has struck out. He was hit by a pitch and walked. No hits, but he's been on twice today. Here's Marichal's pitch. Fly ball in the center field. Kemp backing up, and he puts it away at the wall. Lindell has to race back to first base. The ball comes into the infield, and now in the bottom of the 6th, there's 2 out with 1 on, and Stuffy Sternweiss comes to the plate. Sternweiss today's flied to shallow center, flied to deep center, decided to fly deep to left, and then fly deep to left again. He batted in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. He skipped the 5th. So here he is in the 6th. Let's see if he's going to fly out again. He's not. He's going to hit a little dribbler towards first. Cooper in for it. Flips to Marichal covering first. Sternweiss is out. We go to the top of the 7th, 13-8. Okay, here we go. Top of the 7th inning. Cepeda, Martin, and Davenport due up. Cepeda on the day. Popped to short, line to single, struck out. Cashmere still on the mound. The pitch. Cashmere seems to have settled down to holding the Lehigh team to only a couple of runs. Russell Martin, 225 on the season, singled in the 2nd, singled in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. He's perfect on the day. Here's Cashmere's pitch. He's going to hit him. And he's going to go to first. He's still perfect on the day. Not raising his average, but his on-base percentage is going up. Davenport, 283 on the season. Grounded to short, popped to 2nd, and lined to single. Cashmere throws. 2 down. Jose Pagan stepping in. 182 hitter. He's the weakest hitter in the lineup. He lined to 2nd, grounded to short twice. Cashmere checks the runner, throws. There's a ground ball to 2nd. It's going to be past Sternweiss in the right field. And the 182 hitter Pagan singles in the right center field. Martin around second goes to third. And here in the top of the seventh, Lehigh's poised possibly to score some more runs with Dixie Walker at the plate. Here we go. Walker has 3 hits today. Singled in the first, singled in the third, tripled in the fourth, flied to deep left center in the sixth. He's hitting the ball really well today. Cashmere, a lefty. Let's see what he can do with him. Fly ball in the center field. Lindell coming in. He's going to put it away. And hard to believe we go to the bottom of the seventh. 13-8. For those of you who watch my 1914 broadcast and other broadcasts last summer, I never interrupt Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It is my number one favorite song. Griffey, Navarro, Guerrero due up here in the bottom of the seventh. There's only been 34 hits today. Juan Marichal is on the mound. He has settled down. Chico's has not scored for 2 innings in a row. And that's the only time it's not happened in this. It's the only time that's happened in the game for either team. Griffey with 3 hits. Marichal misses that. It gets by him. Matlock picks it up, throws out Griffey. I thought he might have beat it out as that ball got by Juan Marichal, but Matlock made a nice play. Navarro singled in the third to extend his hitting streak to 22 games. Here's Marichal's pitch. He's going to hit it back to the mound. Marichal backhands it over to Cooper for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Guerrero stepping in. Guerrero hitting .253. On the day, he's doubled, struck out, lined a single, grounded to second. Here's Marichal's pitch. That ball is right back to the mound. Marichal stabs it, throws to Cooper. 3 up, 3 down. Don't say that very often. And for the first time in the game, we have 3 consecutive no-scoring innings for either team. We go to the top of the 8th. 13-8, Chicos. Cashmere, now thrown 62 pitches, will face Galen, Cooper, and Kemp here in the top of the 8th. Lehigh needs 5 runs to tie this game up, and you don't think I'm going to say they can't get it. Here's Cashmere's pitch. Fly ball deep in the right field. Griffey going towards the line, puts it away for the out. Great running catch by Ken Griffey Sr. Cashmere now will face Cecil Cooper. Cecil Cooper on the day is grounded to first, bunted to the pitcher, stupid attempted sacrifice that didn't work. Fly deep to right and grounded to single in the 6th. Here's Cashmere's pitch. Struck him out, number 6 for Cashmere, and the pitchers have settled down as in the last 3 innings, only 2 runs have scored. Coming to the plate, Matt Kemp. I mentioned earlier Kemp came in to replace the injured Willie Mays in the first inning. Since that, Willie Mays' replacement, he's grounded a short, struck out. He's grounded a short twice and struck out. Un-Willie Mays-like at the plate, but a good outfielder. Here's Cashmere's pitch. Fly ball, going foul. Martin going over and can't get it just out of his reach. We get to do this again. Struck him out, number 7. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 13-8. In the bottom of the inning, Chico sends up Etten, Rose, and Lindell. Etten has 3 hits today. Here's Marichal's pitch, who's settled everybody down. He's working on his 4th inning. He's out. He's working on his fourth inning. If no one scores this inning, it'll be 4 innings in a row. Marichal has pitched scoreless ball. Pete Rose steps up. That's going to be a base hit. 4 hits today for Pete Rose. There's a reason why he's the all-time hit leader in Major League Baseball. Lindell, 4 for 4. I forget how many RBIs. Let's find out. 7 RBIs. He's got a chance for 2 more if he can put one in the stands. Here's Marichal's pitch. This one isn't going to be in the stands. It's going to be in Pagan's glove. He flips it to Matlock for the out. Lindell's too fast for them to get him at first. Fielder's choice, runner on first base is Lindell. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Marichal to face Hirsch Martin. Hirsch Martin today lined a single. He came in to replace an injured left fielder who I obviously missed it in the game. And then in the 6th, line to short. We'll have to check those injuries after the game. Here's Marichal's pitch. That's going to be a base hit. Lindell is going to do something here. He's going to go to third. Throw's going to go into second. 20 hits for Chico's. That is going to be a highlight reel. 36 hits on the game. Runners on first and third. Davey Concepcion up. 2-11, struck out, hit by a pitch, walked and fly deep to center. His average doesn't go up, but his on-base percentage does. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. We go to the top of the 9th. 3 outs left for Lehigh. Can they do it? It's 13-8. Cashmere is tired, as it shows by his red 76 pitchers. Top of the 8th, Madlock, Cepeda, and Martin due up. I'm going to wait for a second and see if we want to replace this pitcher before I click the computer button. Run the computer manager, he says. Here we go. The pitch. The tired Scott Cashmere strikes out batter number 1. Matlock goes down as Orlando Cepeda steps to the plate. Cepeda today is popped to short, lined to single, struck out twice. Cashmere now working on adrenaline. Here's the pitch. He pops it up to the infield. As we wait for the ball, he is out. These high-res pictures in the background slow up those pop-ups. 1 out to go. Russell Martin due up. Let's see what we got with Martin. He singled twice, walked, hit by a pitch. He's been up every time today. Let's see if he can get on. And here comes Mark Littell to pitch. I know everybody's holding their breath. I'm just going to hit the computer button. He struck him out. And that's the game. Bail bonds. Chico's bail bonds. 13. Lehigh, 8. 13 runs, 20 hits, no errors for Chico's. Lehigh, 8 runs, 16 hits, and no errors. And there's the box score. That was a crazy game. Well, there's highlights everywhere, and for the sake of time, you guys can check the highlights when I post the file. All I know is they were 36 hits, and I can't add this high, 21 runs. Let's check the injuries. Mays today only, Foster today only. There you go. That's good news. We go to the rest of today's games. Carpathian at St. Pete. Albers the winner, Ewing the loser, as St. Pete's wins 3-2. Cleveland, San Francisco. 11-7. All truck the winner, Taylor the loser. Cleveland wins game number 51. Horse Feathers at Hagerstown. Feathers gets destroyed by Hagerstown 10-2. Case the winner 5-10. Mort Cooper the loser 11-5. That's an unusual situation. Mort Cooper does not lose very many games. Moving on to Deerfield Beach in Canada. Canada wins again. What a surprise! 6-3. Carpenter the winner. Oswald the loser. Canada is on a 15-game winning streak. Canada, for those of you who might be watching and first time following this league, is probably the best team in the league. They lead the league in hitting. They lead the league in fielding. They're in the top 5 in pitching most times. They win consistently. I'd be very surprised if they win less than 110 games in this season. We move on to Manchester, Long Island, and Manchester. Manchester shuts out Long Island. Ned Garvin 3-0, Palmer 10-7. Amazing at Hadley Lake. Amazing as a game behind Tampa Bay. And they lose to Hadley Lake 4-1. Plank the winner. Hamels the loser. Tampa Bay, trying to increase their lead here, is at Mid-Michigan. And they do, and they win 2-1. Linscomb over Brolio. T-Ville struggling against D-Gens. T-Ville's at home. But they beat D-Gens 5-3. Heron the winner. Rushell the loser. Whitfield went 4-for-4 with his 12th home run. Des Moines and Fred's consistently. He's either first or second in the Fire division. Right now, they're 4.5 games behind Canada. Des Moines, a tough opponent, and Des Moines almost wins, but Fred's wins 8-7. Wilkes the winner 5-0. Heft the loser 2-1. Reggie Smith 2-for-4, his 10th home run with 2 RBIs. Game number 2, Lehigh and Chico's. Let's see if Lehigh can extract any revenge on Chico's. And they don't. Chico's wins this game 9-1. Well, 22 runs in one day is a lot of runs. Seaver the winner, Lanier the loser. Bench 2-for-3, home run number 7. St. Pete at home in game number 2 against Carpathian. 2-1 St. Pete as they sweep that doubleheader. They now go to 34-49. And my team playing Florence. Florence is a pain in my neck. They beat me all the time. Let's see what happens today. They don't beat me today, however, is Thornton, recently acquired setup man, wins the game 3-1 over Bill Lee, who's now 5-12. We go to day number 2. Here's the 11th. We're going to sim all these games. Then I'm going to check the time, and we'll see if you guys want to play one more game or not. Berlin at Dallas. Berlin, 6 games behind Horse Feathers in the Earth Division. And Berlin shuts out Dallas 4-0. Kramer the winner, Deneen the loser. Tampa Bay, 2 games up on Amazing at Mid-Michigan. Tampa Bay beats Mid-Michigan 4-3. Williams the winner. McDaniel the loser. That game went 13 innings. Des Moines and Fred's 4 games behind Canada. They cannot afford to lose and drop further back. Des Moines loses to Fred's 12-5. Vita Blue 10-4. He's doing a good job for Fred's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He's a recent acquisition. I could be wrong. Blackburn the loser. Maurer 4-for-5, 2 RBIs. There's my pain in the neck again, Florence. But I shut him out. I hit the 50 win mark, and I'm as close as I've been in a long time, only 11 games behind Canada. 50 wins, 33 losses, which would lead or in second place in every other division except mine. Canada is unbeatable, in my opinion. Tex Houston, the winner, 13-5. Stone, the loser, 4-7. Gordy Coleman, my underproducing first baseman, won 1-for-3 with his 12th home run of the season. On to Cleveland. Cleveland leads Chico's. Chico's, who won 2 games yesterday, would surely like a San Francisco win. And they're not going to get it as Cleveland wins 6-3. Owens the winner, Nichols the loser. Horse Feathers leading Manchester by 3.5 games. They would like to see a win here. And they get it 7-2 over Hagerstown. Killian the winner. Warren Spawn the loser. Worth 3 for 5, his 8th home run. Canada coming to the plate against Deerfield. Canada, 3.5 games ahead of Fred's. It's either going to be 3 or 4. And it is Deerfield Beach 8-7 over Canada. And an upset as Lee wins in 11 innings against Springer. Colavito, their left fielder, big hitting left fielder for Canada, 2 for 4, his 20th home run of the season. Canada now leads the division by only 3 games. Long Island at Manchester. Manchester chasing horse feathers. Manchester loses at home to Long Island, 6-2. Howell the winner. Ralph Terry the loser. Amazing, once again, chasing Tampa Bay, looking for a win at Hadley Lake. They don't get it as Hadley Lake shuts them out 7-0. Waddell the winner. Newsom the loser. T-Ville at home against Degens. Degens exacts the revenge for yesterday's game, wins 8-2. Addie Joss the winner. Hernandez the loser, who's 3-11. Lehigh and Chico's. This game is an important game in this division as Chico's wants to remain 2.5 games behind Cleveland as we approach the All-Star break. And Chico's ekes out a 3-2 victory. Weimer the winner, 10-8. Nepper the loser, 7-8. Orlando Cepeda, the former NL MVP in 1967, I believe he won that. 1 for 4, his 11th home run. As I take a sip of water, Carpathian visits St. Pete with nothing on the line, and Carpathian wins 7-3 Candelaria over Renko. We go to the day before the All-Star break, Wednesday the 12th. Here we go. Tampa Bay looking to win another game, and they lose to Mid-Michigan 6-4. Tampa Bay now with a 2.5 game lead in the first game of their doubleheader. Let's play the second game, see what happens. Autoplay it. Michigan takes the doubleheader from Tampa Bay, and at the All-Star break, Tampa Bay currently has a 2-game lead. Here's the game we're going to play, Des Moines at Fred's. Fred's 3 games out of first place in what considered the toughest division in either league, the Fire Division. Let's go to the game. Bucky Walters against Matt Young, I guess. We go back to the opponent to see if he has a lineup in here. He doesn't. There's the computer lineup for Des Moines. And let's see if we have we don't have one there. So there are the 2 lineups. They look okay to me. Actually, Caldwell's in that one. And Bucky Walters. Okay, here we go. Everything's fine. Welcome to Sportsman Park 3, by the way, where it's Des Moines against Fred's in game 1 of a doubleheader. Fred's has won 8 of the last 10. That's pretty damn good, but they can't. I think the other team won 15 out of 16, the Chasin', so that's pretty tough. Bucky Walters takes the mound for Des Moines. He's made 17 starts on the year and is 9-6 with an ERA of 3.62. His third start against Fred's, he's 0-2 with a 3.00 ERA, and that's a tough break against Fred's. He'll be opposed by Mike Caldwell for Freds. He's made 20 starts in the year, is 9-7 with an ERA of 4.30. His second start against Des Moines, he's 1-0 with a 1.00 ERA against Des Moines. Fred's designated hitter, Jim Thome, who Fred just obtained in a trade, is riding a 10-game hitting streak. It's 93 degrees, which everyone would like it to be today since it's February 5th. Wind speed 5 miles an hour. In from left field. Let's go to the game.
Play ball.
Des Moines sends the following lineup against Caldwell. Ellsbury in center, Russell at short, Mauer batting third, catchings, Reggie Smith in right, Morneau the DH, Garvey at first, Say at third, Baker in left. That's a Dodger connection. And did I mention base stealing Maury Wills at second, batting ninth? In the outfield, McGee in left, Suzuki in center, Anderson in right. Karowski, Young, Roberts, who's newly acquired, Teixeira, Romano, who I recently traded to Freds, is catching. Caldwell's pitching. And here's the first pitch of the game to Ellsbury. He hits him. Well, pull Caldwell and put in Burley. I didn't see that until after the first pitch. Let me ask a question as I wait here for a moment. Would you like me to do that now? The last thing I saw, David, was fine, so I thought the lineup was okay with Caldwell. But I'll wait for your response. Sorry about that. We will do that. Well, I'm going to have to hit the start. Is here, right? That's what Caldwell gets for hitting in the first runner and putting a guy like Ellsbury on first, who's a threat to steal. Once again, David, I apologize. I had thought I had checked, and when I saw your 3 pink gloves, it said computer is whatever, but then it said fine, so I thought I had the right thing, but I didn't. However, Bill Russell will step to the plate, batting .232. Ellsbury on first. Here's the pitch. And they throw over to see if he can keep Ellsbury close. Ellsbury takes another lead. It's about the same length. Here's Burley's pitch to Russell. Pops it up in the infield. Karowski under it. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Ellsbury still at first. He is a threat to steal. Mark Burley's a left-hander. He's trying to keep him close. Mauer stepping to the plate, hitting .294. Please forgive me because my eyesight isn't what it used to be at 72, so sometimes I have a hard time with those numbers. Here's Burley's pitch. There goes Ellsbury. It was a pitch out, but it didn't do any good as Ellsbury steals second. Mauer out there, up. It is .294 average. We get to do this again. Ground ball in the left field. Ellsbury is going to round third. I think he's going to hold as gets back as McGee throws behind him. Ellsbury scampers back to the bag and just gets back there. Mauer's single puts runners on first and third. Reggie Smith, as we have Red Sox players everywhere. Ellsbury on third, Reggie Smith at the plate, hitting .260, 10 home runs, 36 runs batted in. I should say ex-Red Sox players. Here's the pitch. I don't have to tell you what that was. You heard it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Burley checks the runners. Base hit into center field. Ellsbury walks home. Let's watch Mauer. He goes to third, poor play by Young, the shortstop, and early on, Des Moines takes a 1-0 lead over Fred's. There is a rumor I heard somewhere where the nickname of Fred's will become the Croissants next season. Sounds better than Phil Dirt, but that's what I heard. Morneau 7-game hitting streak, runners on first and third, 1 out, 1 run in. Burley's pitch. Morneau hits a deep fly ball to right field. Anderson going back. He puts it away. That should be far enough for Mauer to score the second run. It is 2-0 Des Moines. 2 outs for Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey hitting 225, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. In part-time work at first base, here's the pitch by Burley. Gets away from Romano. Smith goes to second. It's a wild pitch. Phil Dirt 58-26, facing Des Moines 42-41. They are not starting very well as Garvey takes the pitch. And he hits it in the right center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Smith, who is a speedy runner, is going to score. Garvey's going to go into third with a stand-up triple. 3-0 Des Moines here in the top of the first. And Fred's has yet to see an at-bat. Okay, here we go. Burley to face Say, runner in third. 3-0 the score. Say hitting 250. The pitch. He pops it up behind the plate. Romano throws his mask off, taps his glove a couple of times. He's under it. He puts it away for the out. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Des Moines 3 and Phil Dirt coming to bat. Walters on the mound to face the following batting order. Ichiro Suzuki in center, batting first. Roberts at second, batting second. Teixeira at first, batting third. Tomei the DH fourth. Romano the catcher fifth. Karowski at third, batting sixth. McGee batting seventh and left. Anderson batting eighth in right field. Young at shortstop, batting ninth. Baker, Ellsbury, and Reggie Smith in the outfield. Say, Russell, Wills, Garvey in the infield. Who the hell's the catcher? Joe Mauer. I couldn't read it behind the putout. Walters pitching. Looks like a Red Sox-Dodgers game. Here's the first pitch. Suzuki hits a ground ball to Russell. Russell up with it, makes a great play. Gets the speedy Suzuki at first, and there's one down. Bill Russell's 30th great play of the season, and we're only halfway through. The pitch to Roberts, he walks him. Roberts, a speedy runner at first base. Teixeira stepping in from the left side to face the right-handed Walters. Teixeira hitting .259 with 14 home runs. Is the throw to first, keeping Roberts close by. Walters gets the sign, throws. Fly ball in the right field. Reggie Smith moving into his right. Puts it away. Roberts trots back to first. We got 2 down, 1 on here in the bottom of the first as Jim Tomei on a 10-game hitting streak steps up to the plate with 18 home runs and 49 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Is this going to be home run number 19? Reggie Smith going at the foul pole, puts it away for the out. We go to the top of the second, 3-0 Des Moines. Here we go, top of the second inning. Bottom of the order, Baker Wills, followed by top of the order, Ellsbury to face Mark Burley. Here's pitch to Baker. Baker hits a fly ball in the right field. Anderson camps under it. 1 down. No, this is Bump Wills, not Murray Wills, and he's Texas, so I was wrong. Why didn't I know that? I traded him to Fred's. Base hit. Wills at first. He is a threat to steal. In real life, in the season we drafted him from, he stole 58 bases. Ellsbury stepping to the plate. Ellsbury today was hit by a pitch. Here's Burley's pitch. There's a ground ball to Teixeira at first. He's going to take it himself to the bag. Wills will go to second. That's the second out of the inning. However, Wills moves to second base in scoring position for Bill Russell, who popped to third his first time up. Burley pitches. There's a ground ball right back to the mound. Burley backhands it to Teixeira for the out. We go to the bottom of the second, 3-0, Des Moines. Des Moines is in the field. Fred's will send Romano, Kurowski, and McGee to the plate. Romano hitting .345, 7 home runs, 33 RBIs. Fly ball in the right. Reggie Smith backing up. He has room and puts it away for the out, 1 down. Kurowski now up, .256 hitter. Walters pitch, ground ball, back to the mound. Walters underhands it to Garvey for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Sherry McGee. McGee hitting .254 with a home run, 12 RBI. He's going to hit a routine fly ball to left. Dusty Baker hardly has to move, puts it away for the out. We go to the top of the third, 3-0 Des Moines. In the top of the third, Mauer, Smith, and Morneau to face Burley. Mauer is 1 for 1. He grounds to Teixeira, takes it himself to the bag. He's now 1 for 2. Reggie Smith also 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. Fly to left. McGee headed towards the line. The ball headed towards the foul pole. McGee puts it away just in a fair territory. And there's 2 up, 2 down. Morneau comes to the plate. He flied to deep right center his first time out. It was a sacrifice fly. The pitch, he's going to bloop this pitch, and it's going to drop in front of Suzuki in right center for a base hit. Morneau is on first base with 2 down. For Des Moines, Steve Garvey, who is 1 for 1, steps up. Morneau not a threat to steal. Here's Burley's pitch. Ground ball fielded by Young, flips to Roberts at second for the out. We go to the bottom of the third. Des Moines leads Fred's 3-0. Walters to face Anderson, Young, and Suzuki at the top of the order. Walters pitch. Line drive down the line. Baker backhands it on the hop. Anderson's going to second. Here's the throw. He's safe with his 8th double of the season. Anderson, a .311 hitter in the Field of Dreams League, has now 8 doubles on the season. He will be at second base. And Fred's could use a run as Michael Young, hitting .262, steps in. Walters throws, and there's an infield pop-up. It's way up there, so it's going to be a minute. Russell puts it away for the out. 1 down. Walters to face Ichiro Suzuki. In the first inning, he grounded to short. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. Slow ground ball to Say at third. He's up with it. Suzuki is going to beat that out. There's no chance he was going to get him. He did get him. He's out in a close play, and if there was instant replay, I think that'd be reversed as Anderson goes to third. 2 down now, runner on third. If I was Fred's, I'd feel like I just got robbed. Roberts comes to bat with a runner at third. Roberts walked his first time up. Fred's could choose this run. Here's the pitch. Roberts walks. He's on first. It would not surprise me if the computer manager sends him, even with Teixeira at plate. I wouldn't send him, but I think the computer manager may. Teixeira flied to right center his first time up. Walters checks the runners, throws. Long fly ball deep to right field. Smith going towards the line. He puts it away right in front of the 315 sign. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the fourth. Des Moines still leads Freds 3-0. Des Moines going to send Say Baker and Maury Wills' son Bump to the plate. Ron Say hitting .248, popped to the catcher his first time up. Here's the pitch. He's going to walk, trots down to first. Des Moines with the lead runner on. Dusty Baker stepping to the plate, flied to right field his last time. And he strikes out this time. First strikeout of the game for Burley. Bump Wills comes to the plate. Bump Wills hitting .203, a home run, 15 RBIs. Say at first, here's Wills. Wills hits a line drive into center field. That's a base hit. Not only is it a base hit, he turns on the Jets and turns that single into a double. It's his third double of the year. And Des Moines in business with two runners in scoring position and one out. Well, I guess I'm bad luck for you, David. Maybe I won't do any more of your games, but the problem with your team is it's always in contention, so it's always one of the games to play. Okay, I'm glad you're back. I'll keep an eye on the screen. You need to keep these runners on second and third. There's only one out. Jacoby Ellsbury steps in. Ellsbury, .282 on the season, hit by a pitch, grounded to first. Here's the pitch. There's going to be a bloop hit in the right field. Ellsbury's going to knock in at least one run, maybe two. I can't believe Wills isn't going to score with his speed. He's out at the plate. Ellsbury goes to second. I guess this chalkboard isn't exactly on because Wills looked safe, as did Ichiro at first base previously, but he's out at the plate. However, it's now 4-0 Des Moines. Bill Russell, .230 on the season, popped to third, grounded to the pitcher. Ellsbury at second, had a clutch hit, knocked in one run. The pitch. There's a ground ball in the left field. Ellsbury with his speed, will he score? I won't call this before the umpire does. He's safe because there's no throw. 5-0 Des Moines. This game is getting out of hand for Freds as Joe Mauer steps to the plate. Mauer grounded a single in inning number 1 and grounded to first in inning number 3. The computer wants to put in a new pitcher, Jack Chesbro. I'll wait for a moment. Let's see what happens. Burley is going to finish this game. Well, you got it. He's facing Mauer, who's 1 for 2. Now he's 2 for 3. No, Suzuki makes a diving catch. He is out. The inning is over. It's now 5-0 going to the bottom of the fourth, and I need to stop calling these plays before the umpire does. Here we go, bottom of the fourth inning. Phil Dirt will send Tommy Romano and Karowski to face Walters. Tommy on a 10-game hitting streak. Here's the pitch. 1 down. Walters now to face Romano's 0 for 1 on the day. Ground ball back to the mound. Walters slips to Garvey for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Bottom of the fourth. Karowski 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, foul ball. Walter's going to do this all over again. Base hit into center field. Someone is injured. It is Whitey Korosky. He's injured out of the game. Oh, and here's the flaw. They're not going to move him till the next batter as McGee steps in. However, I am aware that the pinch runner is already in the game. McGee is batting .250. He flied to left his only time up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Wills. It hit the runner. He is out. We go to the top of the fifth. That's the first time I've seen this year. As we go to the third baseman, take your pick. Beltre. Here we go. Burley to face Reggie Smith, Morneau, and Garvey. Grounded to third. Beltre up with it. It is a web gem. And with every web gem, there is an out, one down. Great play number 6 for Adrian Beltre. Morneau hits another one to Beltre. Not a web gem, but there's going to be an error on this play. E5, let's see how he did it. Hard ground ball down the third baseline. Diving step by Beltre. Throw across to first. It's a bad throw. It's into the dugout. Morneau ends up on second base. Well, a web gem 1 minute, an error the next. Burley, who I have instructions to leave into the end of the game, now to face Garvey, who's 1 for 2. I guess I'm going to have this Cheeseboro thing pop up every player. Fly to left. McGee to the foul pole. That ball is off the wall. 1 run scores. Garvey goes to second. 6-0. Double number 4 for Garvey. I'm going to hit the computer button again. And if that pops up one more time, well, let me hit the pitch button and see what happens. Nothing. I guess I'll do that. Well, nope. He walks him. Say goes to first. Garvey at second. Say at first. Let's see what happens. We hit the pitch button as Baker steps in and hit the hit button, and I don't get Chesbro. The bases are loaded. I'm going to wait a minute, see if David changes his mind. He wants another pitcher that's healthy, so let's do that. Pick one. There's your choices. I'll wait another minute, David. If you want me to pick them, I will. Jack Powell. Jack Powell in the pitch. 14 games this year. He started 12. His record, 8-2 with a 3.07 ERA. If he can stop the bleeding, Fred's is good enough to catch Des Moines. Let's see what happens.
Strike 3.
Will strikes out, 2 down. Garvey at third. Say at second. Baker at first. Ellsbury at the plate. The pitch. Fly ball in the center field. Suzuki coming in. He's going to put it away for the out. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 6-0 Des Moines. Walters, it will face Anderson, Young, and Suzuki. Anderson 1 for 1 today. Base hit in the center field. He legs it into his 9th double. Ellsbury throws it in. Walters now to face Young. Michael Young batting 9th, I believe, right? He's batting 9th. He's 0 for 1 today. Anderson at second base. That ball's down the left field line. It's rolling all the way to the wall. This will score Fred's first run of the game. Young should end up at second. Say had a poor play. Here comes the throw. As you know, it's going to be too late. Double number 17. For Michael Young, it is now 6-1. Walters to face Ichiro Suzuki, 0 for 2. Runner on second. A run in, nobody out. The pitch. A dribbler back to the mound. It's past Walters. Will's up with it. Nails Suzuki going to first. However, Young goes to third. 90 feet away for the Phil Dirt's second run. Mauer gives a sign to Walters. Roberts stepping in, who is hitting .321 on the season. Base hit in the left field. The second run comes in. Roberts rounds first, goes back to the bag. 6-2, 1 out, runner at first for Mark Teixeira. Teixeira today 0 for 2. He certainly is a home run threat. Walters trying to keep Roberts close. Here's the pitch. Pops it up behind the plate. Mauer backing up. He's got a bead on it. Makes a great play reaching into the stands. And there is now 2 away. Roberts at first. Tomei, another home run threat, steps to the plate on a 10-game hitting streak. Here's the pitch. No, he throws to keep Roberts close. He does not want him to steal second. Well, he didn't have to steal it because they gave it to him. Roberts now at second. Jim Tomei at first to face Johnny Romano, a .341 hitter. Particularly good against left-handers. Not so good against right-handers. Walters is a right-hander. He didn't need to be good because Walters now walks his second batter in a row, loads the bases for Phil Dirt, and this inning could be interesting with Adrian Beltre stepping to the plate. Beltre only hitting .158 with 4 home runs and 10 RBIs, but I assure you he has the power to hit a grand slam home run. Here's the pitch by Walters. There's a base hit in the left field. Another run scores. Tomei may or may not score. He is not that speedy, but he scores because he was off with the hit, and there was 2 outs. It is now 6-4. We have a ball game. Adrian Beltre gets Fred's a little closer to Des Moines. For Sherry McGee, as I look over to see if anything's happening in the chat, I don't see anybody that's going to give me a sign. So Here we go. Sherry McGee, 1 for 2. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Here's the pitch. There is another base hit. No. That was that was something. I'm going to have to wait for there's another run. The way that happened, I'm going to have to read it. Ellsbury can't make the play. It's a base hit. Beltre to second. Romano trying for home. There won't be a throw from Ellsbury. Romano scores. It is a base hit. It looked like a base hit, but nothing was happening. Those are hard to call on YouTube when that happens that way, but now it's a 6-5 game. A base hit ties it up as John Anderson's stepping in, 317. He's doubled twice. He is no sure out. I'm looking over. I don't think we're going to change pitches unless the computer does it. Ground ball up the middle. Wills to the shortstop for the ground out. And they get out of the inning, but not before Fred scores 5 runs. It is now 6-5 Des Moines. We have a ball game. Sorry about that, David, but as I glance down at the chat, it is just running really late. If you need me to make a change, you need to think of almost a batter ahead, because I think the YouTube delay in this game is at least 1 batter. Russell stepping up, 1 for 3 on the day. Powell on the mound. Russell hits the ball up the middle. Great play by Roberts. He gets him by a step at first, 1 down. The complexion of this game has changed as Roberts gets his 15th great play of the season. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Roberts at second. Mauer is going to be out. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Powell to face Reggie Smith, who's 1 for 3. That ball's in the right field. That's a base hit. Reggie Smith on first. 2 away, however, for Justin Morneau, who is 1 for 2 on the day, 334 on the season. Pops it up in the infield. As we wait for it come down, there it is. Young puts it away for the out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-5 Des Moines. We have almost a new game. Young, the number 9 hitter, following him is the top of the order, Suzuki and Roberts. Walters still on the mound. Here's the pitch to Young. He walks him. The tying run is on first base with nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Walters to face Ichiro Suzuki. I gave him a hit on his last at-bat, but it wasn't. Grounded to short, grounded to third, grounded to second. Here's the pitch. Another ground ball to second. I won't even begin to call it. See, he's safe. I would have called him out. Runners now on first and second. Nobody out. Freds is in good shape to tie this game up. Brian Roberts hitting .323. That's a guy you want up with runners at first and second. He's walked twice and singled. Here's Walter's pitch. That's a base hit. This is going to tie the game up. Young is going to round third. He's going to hold up. He's not going to take any chances with that tying run and nobody out. He holds at third. Bases loaded. And I don't blame him, because look who's at the plate. Mark Teixeira with his 14 home runs. Walter's still on the mound. I'm not sure what the computer manager's instructions are, but my computer manager would have had him out of the game. Line drive deep into right field, going into foul territory. It's in the stands. Teixeira at the plate, 2-2 count. Bases full, Young at third. Ichiro at second. Roberts at first. Here's the pitch.
Strike 3.
He struck him out. There's tension now in the bottom of the sixth inning as Teixeira choked a tiny bit, didn't advance the runner. Tomei steps in, hitting .241 with 18 home runs. This game could go either way. There could be a hit, and Freds takes a lead. There could be a home run, takes a big lead, or he could hit in a double play. He is not a fast runner. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball into deep right center field. This should tie the game up. Smith puts it away. Young tags, scores easily. No throw. We have a game. 6-6. Walters to face Romano, who's hitting .241 with 7 home runs. Runners on first and second. And there is Hoyt Wilhelm coming in to pitch. Hoyt Wilhelm to face Romano. The computer manager was smart enough not to bring in a left-hander.
Strike 3.
He struck him out. We go to the top of the seventh, 6-all. Powell still on the mound. He's only thrown 16 pitches. Will face Garvey, Say, and Baker. Garvey 2 for 3. Powell throws. Base hit to right field. No one's given up in this game as Des Moines puts the lead runner on with nobody out here in the top of the seventh. Say 0 for 1. Garvey takes his lead. Fly ball into shallow. Whoa, it's just past third base. This will make the stands, however.
Pummel.
Beltre couldn't resist himself. He just ran into the stands out with that one. Here's the pitch. Garvey goes to second. He has his third stolen base of the year. I think that was a surprise. Excuse me. As I hit my button, you get to see the baseball cards. Top of the seventh, nobody out. Runner at second base. A base hit puts Des Moines ahead. Let's see what he does. Powell walks him. His first walk of the game to face Dusty Baker. Baker hitting .197. He hits a foul ball past third base. This is headed for the stands also, along with Dusty Baker. Andrew Beltre. And once again, Beltre and the ball are in the stands. Powell to face Baker again. He struck him out, first out of the inning. Bump Wills stepping to the plate. Wills hitting .208. Runners on scoring position on second base. Say is at first. Little ground ball to Young at short. No chance for double play. Wasn't hit hard enough. Wills is out at first. Runners advance to second and third, and Des Moines has 2 outs, but a shot with Ellsbury to knock in the lead runs. Powell now up to 29 pitches. Faces Ellsbury. Ellsbury bangs a base hit in the left field. Garvey's going to score. Say rounds third. He's going to be safe at the plate. The chalkboard can't be that off. Ellsbury advances to second on the throw home. Des Moines has a 2-run lead, and there's been a hell of a lot of runs scored in my 2 games today as Bill Russell comes to the plate, 1 for 4 on the day. Runner on second. Now it's 8-6 Des Moines. Powell's still pitching. Ball gets away from Romano. Ellsbury goes to third. Can Powell get rid of Russell and hold this to a 2-run deficit for his team? Let's find out as he checks on Ellsbury and throws to Russell. He can't do it. That's a base hit. There's now a 3-run lead. It's not only a base hit, it is Russell's 16th double. There should be some way that chalkboard differentiates a single from a double in that kind of hit, but we've got what we've got. It isn't made to exact standards of animation. It's there just as a chalkboard. So I don't mind it. Mauer 1 for 4, 293. Des Moines now has a 3-run lead going into the last third of the game. Here's the pitch. Powell strikes him out. We go to the bottom of the order here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hitters 6, 7, 8, and 9 due up. Just want a reminder, there is a pretty significant delay, and I do see the hands, David. There is a pretty significant delay in YouTube. Therefore, if I was going to manage the game from the chat, I would also make sure my computer manager is up to date with pitch hitting and pinch running and pitching instructions in case we don't get the message fast enough. When Anderson comes up, put in Adam Jones, then move Ichiro to right and Jones to center. You got it. Beltre steps in. He's 1 for 1 on the day. He's 1 for 2 as Wilhelm underhands to Garvey for the out. McGee 2 for 3. That looks like a line drive. Great play by Russell. His second today, 31st of the year. Great play at shortstop. Anderson's up. Here we go. We are going to put in Adam Jones. Adam Jones hitting from the right side. Adam Jones, a 227 hitter with 10 home runs. Wilhelm throws. Little dribble in front of the plate. Mauer throws to first. Will's covering, but that ball's going to get away. The error is going to be... Who the hell's the error on? Joe Mauer. Error number 6. Mauer throws the ball into the dirt, apparently. Wills couldn't dig it out. He is not a first baseman. The runner goes to second base, and Fred sends up Michael Young with a runner in scoring position. I'm staring at the screen here for a minute. I don't know if you want to leave Young in, what you're going to do, so I'm going to take a sip of water as the screen refreshes itself. I'm not seeing anything, so here we go. Here's the pitch. Young 1 for 2. Struck him out. We go to the top of the 8th. Des Moines leading 9-6. Powell still on the mound to face Reggie Smith. Morneau and Garvey. We need to put a right fielder in here. It's going to be Ichiro, right? And then Jones will go to center. 10 center fielder, I don't blame him. Jack Chesbro. What? I'm going to wait a minute. They keep wanting to put this guy in the game. I know you probably have an opinion on this. No, okay. I'm going to go over here instead of hitting the computer. Base hit in the right field. Reggie Smith rounds first. Goes back to the bag. It's his third hit of the day. And Belanger to shortstop. You got it. Want to wait another second to see if you want to do something with the pitching. I'll take my second sip of water as I wait to hear from you. I'm not getting anything. So, oh, there it is. I knew I'd get it. No pitching changes unless I get the lead into the ninth. Easy to follow those instructions. Morneau lines to Jones in center. 1 out. Runner at first. There's a line out to Roberts. They're hitting the ball hard, but David, you're lucky because they're right at people. And I'm not hitting the computer button because it appears to prevent the computer from popping that box up with Chesbro every 5 seconds. McGee under it. Belanger under it. Belanger's going to take it in foul territory. He is out. We go to the bottom of the eighth. Des Moines leading 9-6. Legends. I'm glad you stopped by. You've missed 2 games here. You're at the end of this game. 15 runs in this game. Something like 25 in the first. You've missed a lot of runs today, but it is on YouTube, so you'll be able to catch it in your spare time if you have any. Working so hard on your 2 projects with baseball and football, I'm surprised to even see you tonight. Wilhelm to pitch to Suzuki. Suzuki hits it in front of the mound. He's out. Joe Mauer, who made an error a few minutes ago, makes a great play. And Suzuki was a drag bunt, and that's why it was in front of the mound. Hard to tell from the screen whether it's a bunt or a swinging bunt, but Roberts is now going to take ball 4 and go to first base. And for those people who have not seen Legends games in the either football or baseball, you really should take a few minutes and check them out. They're about as realistic as animation as you'll ever see on YouTube. Wilhelm walks his first batter. Teixeira is up. Roberts at first. I'd be surprised if Roberts would go, even though Williams trying to hold him close. They need runs. They don't need runners caught stealing. Here's the pitch. That ball is out of here. Home run number 15 for Mark Teixeira. And in the theme of the day, We're scoring a lot of runs. It is now 9-8. And Fred's is not out of it. We've got an inning to go. That home run traveled 342 feet. Unbelievable. I sure picked a good day to broadcast because these are two exciting games as Hoyt Wilhelm now can face Jim Tomey's 0 for 2. And don't think this guy can't put one out. Here's the pitch. Bounding ball to Wills at second. He makes a great play. Flips to Garvey for the out. 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Great play number 10 for Bump Wills. I'll take a little credit for that. I traded Bump Wills to Des Moines along with Ellsbury. I forget who I got now, but it didn't help me, but it looks like it helped Des Moines today. Hoyt Wilhelm, one of the best knuckleball pitchers ever to pitch in Major League Baseball, will face Johnny Romano, who I also traded to Phil Dirtz. Wilhelm was a right-hander. Romano is better against lefties. I mentioned that earlier, but he can still hit right-handers. Here's the pitch. Bounding ball to Say at third. Romano is not a fast runner. Throws across. Garvey's got it for the out. We go to the top of the 9th inning. 9-8, Des Moines. Okay, David Landos wants to put in Sato. Good call, David. Here we go. Sato on the season is pitched in 9 games, 10 innings, allowed 10 hits, 1 earned run, and has an ERA of .90. He will face Dusty Baker, who's 0 for 3. That's a base hit. This team is relentless. Not only it's a base hit, that's a double for Dusty Baker. Des Moines with its 15th hit. These games are going to take all night to play. Bump Will steps in. Runner on second, nobody out. And just like that, Wills singles in the right field. There's a poor play, but Baker appears to be too slow to score. Third hit for Bump Wills. And Sato in a little bit of trouble with Ellsbury is 2 for 4. And the pitch, there goes Wills. He's safe. 58 stolen bases in real life. He wasn't going to stay at first base. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. Not much of a chance of getting Ellsbury into double play. I'm going to, he's a fast runner, and there's not going to be a double play because there's nobody at first. I'm not seeing anything here. I'm going to wait a second in case you want to do something with Ellsbury, like intentionally walk him. I don't know that you do, but I'll wait a minute. Because the next batter, McGee, it hits from the right side, more of a chance of doubling up the runners. Well, I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to pitch to him. Here we go. Ellsbury grounds to Roberts. Teixeira gets it for the out. A runner scores. It is now 10-8. One away. I'll wait a minute in case you want to do anything. This seems to be a significant delay here. I'm glad you're saying we're good because I didn't make a change and I kept going. But I am going to wait 1 minute here because I think this delay is gigantic. And with a runner at third base and less than 2 outs, you might want to do something with your infield. Who knows? So I'm going to wait a second. I'm sorry if this is boring anybody. But the last thing I see on the screen is we're good after Sato, please. So, David, if you want to tell me we're good a second time, I'll keep going. Infield in. That's what I thought. Infield in. Russell at the plate. No other instruction. Here we go.
Strike three.
Struck him out. 2 outs. Infield goes back. Sato to pitch to Mauer. Ground ball is short. Belanger, great fielding shortstop, over to Teixeira for the out. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 10-8 Des Moines, but I wouldn't count Des Moines out because every time I've counted them out, they've tied the game. Wilhelm still on the mound for Des Moines to face Beltre, McGee, and Jones. Beltre 1 for 2 today. The pitch. Ground ball to Russell. Russell up with it. Cross the diamond to Garvey. 1 up, 1 down. Check the hitters. The last thing I see is check the hitters. I'm going to wait until you say replace them or let them bat because I don't want to screw this up for you. You're playing a great game, your team, even though they're down 10-8. Blaylock, please. Hank Blaylock coming in. Hank Blaylock, pinch hitting, is hitting .385 with a home run. Wilhelm with a knuckleball. Here it comes. He struck him out as Adam Jones comes to the plate. Jones hitting .226 with 10 home runs. I'll wait another moment in case you want to pinch hit for him also. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, 10 runs, 16 hits, 1 error for Des Moines, 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Freds. And this has been quite an exciting game, just as the first one was today. We're good. Let's go. There's a bounding ball to second. Wills has no shot at getting Adam Jones because he is a very fast runner, and that was an error, even though it didn't flash red on my screen. Error number 6 for Bump Wills. Adam Jones at first. Mark Belanger up. I am waiting because if there's one thing I know about Mark Belanger, he can't hit himself out of a wet paper bag. See, I knew that. You know, if I was the manager and I was down by 2 runs and the batter at the plate was Mark Belanger, I probably would wait an hour for my pick. He would never hit for me in that situation. Johnny Blanchard. Well, we've got all the makings of David becoming general manager of the year. He just traded for Blanchard. If he hits a home run and ties the game, he wins the trophy. Runner on first, Adam Jones. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Russell up with it. Across the diamond to Garvey. He's out. Game is over. Des Moines beats Fred's 10-8 in one exciting game. Unbelievable. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's lasted a long time. We have the box score on the screen. There's so many hits, you can't even review them. Winning pitcher, Hoyt Wilhelm, 1-1. Powell, the loser. That says 8-3 for Powell. Let's go to the rest of today's games. San Francisco at Cleveland. Cleveland wins 7-5. That is the only game they have today. Cleveland now is 2.5 games ahead of Chico's going into the break. Horse Feathers at Hagerstown. 9-8 Horse Feathers. Balfour, a recently acquired pitcher for Horse Feathers, wins this. He's now 3-3. Horse Feathers is 5 games up going into the break. Berlin and Dallas. Berlin loses to Dallas 5-3. Berlin 7 games behind Horse Feathers at the break. Canada at Deerfield Beach. Canada ekes out a 3-2 victory. Newhouser the winner, Haynes the loser. Canada, pending Fred's second game, is 4 games up headed into the break. Manchester and Long Island. Manchester squeaks by Long Island 4-3. Gaylord Perry the winner. Santana the loser. Manchester 4.5 games behind at the break. Amazing at Hadley Lake. Hadley Lake beats Amazing again 5-3. Amazing 2.5 behind Tampa Bay at this moment. Lehigh at Chico's. Lehigh defeats Chico's 5-0. Coup the winner. 5-0. Jay the loser. Lehigh now 7 games behind Cleveland. Carpathian and St. Pete's. Carpathian loses 4-1, and both those teams are buried in their divisions. I have trouble with Florence. I got a doubleheader. I squeak by as Joe Nathan defeats Carl in the first game of the doubleheader, 7-6. Tampa Bay, we already did that game. Here we go. Des Moines and Fred's. Will Fred's exact some revenge? They do. They shut out Des Moines 2-0. Chesbro, who the computer desperately wanted to pitch in game 1, but David was a little smarter than computer. He held him out and he shut out Des Moines. Fred's now enters the break 3.5 games behind Canada. Will Florence beat me? They don't. Sheets, the winner, 2-4. I end up with 52-33. Was one hell of a record for being 10 games out at the break. Degens at T-ville. T-ville defeats Degens in a high-scoring game, 9-8. And Degens, 13 games out in their division. T-ville, I'm not even going to look at. Well, gentlemen, I am going to zip this up, but I'm not going to do it online. I want to thank everybody for coming in. This has been a fun 2 hours and 15 minutes. I will zip this up. I will get it up on the Discord. I will join you on the Discord shortly. And I just want to thank you once again for coming by. I really do enjoy doing these games. Anyway, this is what day is this? This is Monday. Have a nice Monday evening, everybody.